Greetings, everyone. As I'm looking towards the camera, right behind the camera is the sun rising. So we've got like these beautiful orange clouds. I could try to turn so you guys could see it, but I swear the camera never does it justice. Totally doesn't do it any justice at all. Let's see. Look at that. It's like fire in the sky rising, literally, and look at that. It's beautiful. All right. Let's get started though, shall we? I always say I'm going to try to make the flow a little shorter, because sometimes you don't have an hour. But I won't lie, for my personal practice, anything less than an hour, I must have an hour for yoga. There are short yoga. You can do yoga quickly. You can do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But, my body needs time to open up, especially in the mornings. And I need time to become present. And, I need that time. So that's why my flows always end up longer than what I say they're going to be. But let's try this morning. So we're going to start sitting down like always. Find your meditation seat, a comfortable seat. And by the way, if sitting flat like this, doesn't work, I always tell you guys to grab a pillow fairly firm so that you don't sink down in it because it would defeat the purpose, and put it underneath you. Like meditation pillow would be perfect, but if you don't have that, you can just roll the mat up. It'll get firm enough. You can roll it up all the way, sit underneath it, on top of it, or you can come kneeling like this. Now, for me, kneeling like this, my legs eventually go numb because all your weight is on your legs. A solution to that would be, again, you can roll up a mat or a blanket or take a pillow and put it right there behind the knees where that crease is, and it'll kind of lift you a bit, take a little bit of the pressure off of your legs. So wherever you are, get there. Close the eyes. Find your seat. Making sure the shoulders are stacked right over the hips. The spine is nice and tall. And I usually use my breath to lengthen my spine. So what that means is I take an inhale, and the inhale is lifting me up, lifting the chest, which lifts the spine. So it's like, and then I keep that, and as I exhale, I just relax the shoulders, but I keep the chest lifted, I keep the spine tall. Okay, so a few breaths like that. Inhale to lift out of your pelvis. Chest lifts, shoulders may lift a bit. Exhale, keep the chest lifted, but relax the shoulders. 2 more breaths like that. Resting the palms on tops of the knees, palms down, and just bring your awareness, open awareness, so awareness of the sounds around you or anything around you, sounds, smells, whatever is calling the attention of one of your senses. Allow your attention to go there, allow your attention to hop around from sound to sound, or picking up different smells or whatever is in your environment, without labeling or creating a story around the source of that sound or sensory stimulant. Slightly drop the chin towards the chest, just slightly. And that's just a way to create a little bit of space in the spine, the back of the neck, so the cervical spine. catching all the different sounds. It's as if your sense of hearing extends out like a microphone, picking up sounds. If there are any thoughts that float into your awareness, distracting your attention to sounds, just notice and redirect your attention back to the sounds you hear around you. Do this every time. It's a way of training the mind. Bringing the awareness now to your breath, but I want you to notice the breath in the chest. So notice the movement of the chest or in the areas around the chest. Notice the movement that takes place with the breath, with the inhales and exhales. Notice the movements on the sides of the chest, the back of it. Movement in the collarbones. And wherever else you notice movement, no matter how subtle that movement is, just internalizing your awareness, noticing these small, subtle things. Noticing the expansion and the contraction in the chest, around the chest. And go ahead and take your right hand and place it on the belly. Left hand, place it on the chest. So that at least one finger is touching the clavicle. And we're going to do about a minute of 3-part breathing. So you're going to inhale into your bottom hand, so the belly extends out into your bottom hand. And then you're going to continue to inhale, drawing that breath up into the chest so that the hand on the chest expands out. Hold the breath briefly, and then exhale, chest descends, belly descends, or contracts, whichever one resonates. Inhale into the bottom hand, then into the top. Hold the breath. Exhale, feel the chest contract and the belly contract. It's like a wave of breath. Continue on. Inhaling into the bottom hand, then into the top. Hold. Exhale, the chest descends and the belly presses in. So you're contracting the low belly where your hand is when you exhale. breath, patient and elongated, so that you can really observe the wave and that you can observe each part of this 3-part breath. Taking your time. And exhale, release the hands back to the tops of the thighs or the knees, shoulders relaxed. This is day 3, I believe, of our Let Shit Go. And so going off of your day yesterday, your intention that you set yesterday of what you were going to let go of, going off of the way that you integrated that within your day and whatever information or new realizations you had from that integration, use that to decide what today's intention will be, with the theme being releasing, letting go, surrender. And create that intention in your mind. Be mindful and use present tense words. So, not I am going to, but I release. I am. I will. Speaking directly with your intention. Firmly, with confidence and faith. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Come onto hands and knees on the mat. So I'm surrounded by flies, and I am in a park, so I guess that's just what it is. So bringing the wrists stacked right under the shoulders, knees are stacked right under the hips. Inhale, arc the spine, lift the chest, look up, just a few cat-cows. As you exhale to round the spine, draw your belly button up towards the spine. Chin drops to the chest and the tailbone tilts down. So that contracting of the belly with each exhale, try to remember and hold on to that throughout the entire practice with every breath. Inhale, release the belly. Arc the spine, lift the chest, look up, breathe into your throat. Exhale, rounding the spine, draw the belly back in, chin to chest, tilt the tailbone down. 2 more like that. Remembering that your breath is your guide in your movement. So the breath begins first, and then the movement follows, goes along with the breath. So I'll start my exhale, and then I begin to move with the exhale. My breath is guiding my movement, not the other way around. Come to a neutral. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, coming onto the knees, hands in prayer over the head. Exhale, bring the palms down to the mat, round the spine. Inhale, arc the spine, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, walk the hands in front of you towards the top of the mat, and then shift your hips forward a bit, and then lower chin and chest down. So your butt is still up. You got a curve in your lower back. Exhale, straighten the legs out behind you to lower the belly, press the tops of the feet into the mat, and inhale, lift into cobra. Shoulders pressing away from the ears in cobra, but your sternum is pressing forward. So you squeeze the shoulder blades together just a little. Exhale, curl the toes, bend the knees, and come into child's pose. Butt to heels, forehead to the mat. Inhale, come up onto your knees, sweep the arms up overhead, looking at your hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the palms down to the mat and round the spine for cat. Inhale, arc the spine, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, walk the hands forward. I'm just going a little more forward on my mat. Shift the weight forward and lower chin and chest. Inhale, straighten the legs out behind you and lift into cobra. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the butt to the heels for child's pose. One full breath here. Feel the belly expanding out into the thighs, the inner thighs. As you inhale and exhale, contract the lower abs and draw them in. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, coming onto your knees, looking at your hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the palms down to the mat, round the spine, chin to chest, tail down. Inhale, arc the spine, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, walk the hands forward, shift forward, lower chin and chest. Inhale, straighten the legs out behind you, lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and press into down dog. Pressing the heels down, and this time in down dog, tilt your tailbone down as well, and push the mat away with your hands to bring the chest closer to the thighs. Pressing the heels down, stretching out the calves. Inhale, right leg goes up, bend the right knee and stack open the hips. Exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand, top of the mat for lizard, lower left knee down. Make sure your knee is stacked over the ankle on the right leg, so it's right above the ankle. It's not forward in front of it, it's right above it. Stay on the palms or come to the forearms if you have space for that. You might find that you'll get space for that after a few breaths of releasing the hips. Breathing deep, 3-part breath. Belly expands, chest expands, brief hold, and then exhale. Inhale, belly, chest, brief hold. Exhale, contract the low belly, draw it in, as if you're needing to go to the bathroom and you're holding it. So you're also engaging your pelvic muscles on exhale. If you're in your forearms, go ahead and come back up onto your palms. And then as you exhale, step back into down dog. Pressing the heels down, tilting the tailbone down, looking at your upper thighs. Inhale, come onto tippy toes, and then shift the weight forward into plank, rounding the spine on your way up. So push the ground down. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend the left knee and stack open the hip, so left hip stacked over right. Like you're trying to kick your right hip with your left heel. Exhale, squeeze your abs and step that left foot to the outside of the left hand, top of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Making sure that left knee is stacked right over the left ankle. Inhale into the belly, then into the chest. Briefly hold. Exhale, contract the belly in towards your spine, the lower belly. Exhale, relax the jaws, relax your hips. If you feel any type of holding in your hips, like you're holding your hips up, release that with the exhale breath. This is part of letting go, surrendering to gravity. Inhale, if you're in your forearms, come back to the palms. Exhale, step back into down dog. Pedal out the feet here in down dog if there's any tension in the hips. And then bring your big toes together so feet to touch. Lift your head, look forward in between the hands at the top of the mat. Bend your knees so that they come out to the sides. Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, you're going to hop to the hands, coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Go ahead and take ragdoll, grab opposite elbows. Belly is touching the thighs, so if you have to bend your knees so your belly touches your thighs, so go for that. And rest the belly on the thighs and just drop the head, shoulders, hanging ragdoll. Still doing 3-part breath, so breathing in the belly, then in the chest. Brief hold. Exhale, draw the belly in. Feel the upper body get a little heavier towards the earth with each exhale breath. Feel a little bit more surrender and release. Release the hands on your next exhale breath. Keep the chin glued to the chest and slowly rolling up. One vertebrae at a time. Go slower than you want to. This is about slowing down. So just like yesterday, whenever you find yourself speeding up in your movement, notice that and slow down. The head rises last. So once the shoulders come back, then the head can lift. Shoulders relaxed. Take your tailbone tilted down towards the heels. Feet are hip width distance apart at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, looking at your hands in prayer. Exhale, prayer hands down to the heart. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep arms up. The breath rises, the hands rise. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep arms up. Looking at the fingers. Exhale, prayer hands to heart. Inhale, sweep arms up. Tailbone tilting down. Exhale, bend the knees like you're sitting in a chair and sweep the hands to the back of the mat. So thumbs down. Torso is parallel with the ground. Inhale, sweep arms forward, but keep your chest pointing towards the ground. And lift the arms up towards the ears. Exhale, hands sweep down and back. Make sure your knees aren't pressing in towards one another. Press them away from each other. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, bringing the biceps up towards the ears. Exhale, down and back. Squeeze the lower abs as you exhale. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, down and back. Squeeze the belly button. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and lift the chest at the same time, keeping the arms bent, arms reaching up towards the sky. Tilt the tailbone down. Look up at your fingers. Inhale, extend the arms a little more, stretching the side waist. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold over the legs. Belly to thighs, chin to chest. Inhale, flat back. Lift your head and look forward. Shoulders press away from the ears, down the back. Exhale, fingers to the mat, right foot steps back, and right knee lowers. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. 2 more. Hands at prayer in front of the heart. Walk the left foot forward just a bit. And then exhale, bend deeper into that left knee. You'll feel the stretch in the right upper thigh. Inhale, arms come up. You're still tilting your tailbone down. So the abs are engaged. Arms come up. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Bend the right knee, bringing the butt towards the heels. The heel towards the butt. Inhale, sweep that left arm forward and up. You're making like a half circle, and then you're sweeping it to the back. So the thumb is pointing up, and you're reaching for this back foot, but your chest is open to the left. So you're not just reaching behind you like this. Open up your chest to the left, twist, and reach for that back foot. And if you can grab it, grab it. If you can't, just keep reaching. If you've got your foot, inhale, and try to kick your foot away from you, pulling that left arm back. And exhale, bring that heel towards your butt and fold to the inner left leg, the inner left knee. So it's like you're bringing that left shoulder towards the inner left knee. Inhale, kick that right foot back, pulling that left arm back. Chest is opening to the left. You can even lean back, open up here. Exhale, bring that heel towards the butt. And fold to the inner left knee. One more time. Inhale, kick back. Open the chest, lean back. Exhale, fold forward, bending towards that left knee as you bring the right heel to the butt. Release that right foot back down to the mat and step the left foot back, coming into down dog. Pedal out the feet if you need to. Come to the tippy toes as you inhale and then shift forward into plank, rounding the spine. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, press back into down dog. Heels are pressing down in down dog. So you're stretching the calves. Inhale, right leg goes up, bend the right knee, stack open the hips. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands, top of the mat, and lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Hands into prayer. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. 2 more times. One more time. Walk that right foot forward a bit. Bend into the right knee. A little deeper here. Keep tilting the tailbone down. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat on each side of the right foot. Bend that left knee now, bringing the heel to the butt. Inhale, reach forward with your right arm and sweep up and towards the back of the mat. Half circle, opening up your chest to the right. Reach back and grab that left foot with the right hand if you can. If not, just stay reaching. You'll stay reaching as we do the movement. Inhale, kick that left foot away from you, pulling that right arm back, opening up the chest. Exhale, fold to the inner right leg, bringing that left heel towards the butt. Inhale, kick the left foot away. The shoulders are stacked, the chest opens, you can even lean back. Exhale, fold to the inner right leg, bringing the butt to the heel. Inhale, kick back, open up, stack. Exhale, shoulders become square with the mat as you bring that heel to butt, folding into the inner right knee. Release that left foot, hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward, fold over the legs, belly to thighs, chin to chest. Press the butt up. Even if your knees are bent, press your butt up. Inhale, flat back. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to roll up, so take your time. Drop the hands, it's like ragdoll. Drop the head. Coming up slow. Keep tilting the tailbone down, each vertebrae at a time. When the shoulders roll back on their own, you can then begin to lift the head. Tailbone tilting down, hands down by the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, looking at hands in prayer. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, looking at the hands in prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs, belly coming to the thighs, chin to touch the chest. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step that left foot back and lower the left heel. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, open up into warrior two to the left. So arms out in a T. Relax the shoulders, looking past the right fingers. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand light on the back leg. Right arm reaching towards the back of the mat. And your right ribs are pressing to the front. Exhale, come back into warrior two. Inhale for warrior one. So shoulders square with the front of the mat. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back for down dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Roll forward into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, down dog. Press the butt up, press the heels down. Tilt your tailbone down. Look at your upper thighs. Keep pressing that right heel down. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the left knee, stack open the hips. Exhale, step that left foot forward in between the hands, top of the mat. Lower the right heel and inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two to the right. Press that left knee out. Press that left foot down and forward. Press that right foot down and back. Shoulders are stacked over the hips, so you're not leaning forward here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand light on the back leg for support. Reach that left arm up into the back of your mat, and then you're bowing the left side of the body, so pressing it to the front of the mat. Exhale, squeeze the abs. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior one. So arms sweep forward and up to the ears. Your shoulders are squared to the front of the mat. Exhale, fingers to the mat, top of the mat. Step the right foot forward and fold over the legs. Belly, thighs, chin, chest. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll. Drop everything. Release. Let it go. Chin to chest as you slowly roll up. Keep tilting the tailbone down as you roll up. One vertebrae at a time. When the shoulders roll back on their own, then you can begin to lift the head. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, looking at the hands in prayer. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold over the legs, belly to thighs, chin to chest. Press the booty up. Inhale, flat back. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fingers to the mat. Right foot steps back, right heel lowers. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. To the right. Inhale, warrior one. Sweep the arms up, biceps come to the ears. Exhale, warrior two. Keep pressing that left knee out to the left. It'll come in towards the mid-mat naturally, but you have to keep actively pressing it away out to the left. Inhale, warrior one. Sweep that right arm forward. Both arms come up to the ears. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward with this left arm like you're trying to grab something, and you can take the left elbow on top of the left thigh or left hand inside of the left foot on the ground. Either way, right arm reaches up, turn your head and gaze to the right fingers. Inhale, and then exhale, squeeze your abs. Letting your breath be patient and slow. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Exhale, sweep this right arm down and forward. Inhale, bring both arms up. Go ahead and step your back foot in. If your feet are spread pretty wide, just step the back foot in a little bit so that you can square your hips with the front of the mat. And you want that back heel to still be flat. So right foot's at a 45. And then exhale, bring your hands behind you. Grab opposite elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw the shoulders down the back. Bring the chin to the chest to create length in the back of the neck. Take a deep inhale here to lift the chest. Feel it lift. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together and pressing the shoulders away from the ground. Exhale, release the hands or the elbows. Bring the right fingertips, tinted fingers, to the mat. Left hand to left hip. Inhale, open up to the left. So twisting to the left. And then with your left hand on the left hip, press that left hip back. Gaze over the left shoulder or maybe to the left wall or the left part of the side of the space that you're in. If you have the space, if you feel good here, then go ahead and extend that left arm up. Breathe into the ribs where there's space to breathe and expand. And exhale, draw the belly in. On the next exhale breath, left fingers come down. Left foot steps back, but come right into a plank. So straight into plank. Inhale, push the mat away, round the upper back. Exhale, lower halfway. Place tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale, up dog. For up dog, your hips, the only thing touching the mat are your palms and the tops of the feet. Exhale, squeeze the abs to press back into down dog. Press the heels down. Inhale, right leg up. Bend the right knee. Open up the hips. Exhale, step the right foot forward. In between the hands, top of the mat. And then lower that left heel down. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two, facing the left. Pressing that right foot down and forward, and pressing the back foot down and back. So pressing into the outer edge of the back foot, and pressing down on the ball of the right foot. We've got warrior two, shoulders are relaxed. Tilt your tailbone down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reaching back with that right arm, stretching the right side. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, elbow on top of the right thigh or right hand inside of right foot. Left arm reaching up. Gazing at the left fingers. Breathing into the ribs. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Palms up, shoulders relaxed. Press the right knee out to the right. On an exhale breath, sweep that left arm down and forward and bring both arms up. Inhale here and straighten the right leg. Squaring off your hips, so left hip forward, right hip back, and if you have to step that back foot in a bit, go for that. I usually do, to keep my hips square with the front of the mat. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, grab opposite elbows. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Puff out the heart. Take an inhale breath into the heart space. Draw the belly in as you exhale to fold over that right leg. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together, pressing the elbows away, the shoulders away from the mat. So going against gravity with your shoulders because they naturally want to fall forward. And to press forward further, you just simply squeeze the abs as you exhale and press yourself down with your abs. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Left fingers come into contact with the mat. Ground your left fingertips, so tinted fingers. Right there. Right hand to right hip. And you're going to press that right hip back first so your hips are still square. And then inhale. Take an inhale breath. And remember, you're pushing down that right foot down and forward. And then pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. On your exhale breath, squeeze the abs and twist to the right, stacking the shoulders. Take that right hand again and push that right hip back. And keep that left heel grounded. You can stay like this with the hand on the hip. If that's enough, that's fine. Or you can extend the right arm up to the sky. With the palm facing the front of the mat. Press the shoulders down the back. Exhale, squeeze the belly button. You're twisting from your belly button. Inhale into the ribs where there's space to expand with your inhale breath to inflate. Exhale, right fingers come down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward, kind of like a flat back. And then exhale, step that left foot forward, folding over the legs. Chin to chest, belly to thighs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, ragdoll. Dropping the arms, the head, neck, shoulders. And then tilting the tail down as you slowly roll up. So that means that your abs are slightly engaged. One vertebrae at a time. And the shoulders roll back. Then your head can lift. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, looking at the hands in prayer. Exhale, pray your hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, looking at the fingers. And maybe lean back a little with this one. Exhale, squeeze your abs, bend the knees and fold over the legs. I leaned back so much I almost closed off my throat and couldn't talk. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot steps back. Left heel lowers. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left back hand is light on the back leg. Reach further back this time with your right arm. Press that right knee out to the right. A few breaths here. Breathing into the right ribs. So if you have to take your left hand and place it on the ribs and breathe into your hand, if that helps. But your ribs should inflate a little with your breath. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Reach forward with your right arm. Exhale, right elbow to the top of the right thigh or right hand inside of right foot. Left arm reaching up. Turn your head, look at the left fingers. Turn the left palm to face the front of the mat. 3 big breaths here. Inhaling to inflate the ribs. Exhaling, squeeze the abs. Inhale, come back up into Warrior 2. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat by the front foot and step right back. Sorry guys. Right back into plank. Right into plank. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, lower down halfway, like push-up style. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale, up dog. Press the chest forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend the left knee. Stack open the hips. Exhale, squeeze the abs. Step that left foot forward in between the hands. Top of the mat. Lower the right heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, Warrior 2. See, we're moving slow. Breathing and moving slow. Relax the shoulders in Warrior 2. Palms are up, shoulders relaxed. Press into the outer edge of back foot. Press the front foot down and forward. Feet are pressing away from each other. Draw the belly in, tilt the tailbone down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach that left arm back a little further this time. Bend into the left knee. Inhale deeply into the left ribs so that you feel some inflation there. Exhale, draw the belly button in. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, reach forward. Left elbow on top of left thigh or left hand inside of left foot on the ground. Right arm reaching straight up, shoulders are stacked. Right palm facing the front of the mat, draw the belly in. Breathe into the ribs and exhale, squeeze the lower abs. Inhale, come back up into Warrior 2. Exhale for Warrior 1. Inhale, so reach the arms up towards the ears. Lift the back heel off the mat. And exhale, step forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold and drop it all for ragdoll. Release. Big breath into the belly so that it's pressing against the thighs. Exhale, release even more. Inhale, press into the belly. Belly pressing into the thighs with your breath. Inhaling, inflating the belly. Exhale, release more. And then begin to slowly roll up. Take your time. Squeeze the abs, tilting tailbone down as you roll. Go slower this time than you did on any of the others. And your shoulders completely roll back on their own. And lift the head. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Hands in prayer. Exhale, prayer, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Looking at the hands in prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs. Belly to thighs. Chin to chest. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step both feet back into down dog. Inhale, right leg up, bend the right knee, open the hips. We're going to come into pigeon, guys. So as you exhale, bring that right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind that left wrist. It's okay if your right knee is not completely 90 degrees, just as long as the right knee is on the right side of the mat behind the right wrist, And the right ankle is over towards the left side of the mat, somewhere behind the left wrist. It can be close to the wrist or further back, but as long as you basically your right foot is on the left side of the mat, right knee is on the right side of the mat. Once you're there, walk the back leg back. Make sure the hips stay square with the front of the mat. Inhale, bring the hands kind of towards your hips, lift the chest, slight back bend here. Look up, drop the head. Inhale into the throat. Exhale, walk the hands forward, as far forward, so creating length in the spine. Walk them forward, and you can come to the forearms. You can stack the fists kind of and rest your forehead there, or you can flatten the hands and rest your forehead on the palms, or you can straighten the arms out and rest your forehead on the mat. All right, those are 3 levels. Go with what is sustainable, because we're going to be here for some breaths. Keep the right toes flexed. That's just a way to protect the right knee. And breathing in that 3-part breath, your 3-part breath, the wave of breath. Inhale into the belly, then into the chest. Briefly hold. Exhale, contract the belly in. Inhale into the belly. Inhale into the chest. Hold. Exhale, draw the belly in and relax the hips, relax the jaws. Inhale into the belly, then into the chest. Hold. Exhale, draw the belly in. Relax the jaws and relax the hips. Make sure the hips are square so you're not leaning over on this right butt cheek, this right hip. If you are, come off of it. Lean more towards the left so that your pelvis is square and your weight is evenly distributed between the hips. Inhale to come up. Go ahead and roll over to that hip. Sorry, y'all. Bring that back leg in. And then step back into down dog. The flies are insane. If only you guys could see. But I've been managing. So back into down dog, guys. Pedal out your feet, releasing any tension in the hips from pigeon. And then when you're ready, inhale, left leg up, open the hips to the left. And exhale, bring that left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle behind the right wrist. Once you've got that, walk the back leg back, maybe once or twice. Relax the hips, flex the left toes. Bring the hands towards the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Drop the head back, open up the throat to the sky. Inhale again. Exhale, squeeze the abs, come back up. Walk the hands forward, creating length in the spine. And take your position. You can stay on forearms. That's totally fine. You can stack the fists, forehead on resting there. Stack the palms, forehead resting there. or extend the arms out in front of you, forehead resting on the mat, on the ground. Make sure you're not leaning on this left butt cheek, that left hip. Come off of that. Bring your weight a little to the right so that your pelvis is square. The center of the pelvis is facing the ground, and your weight is evenly distributed between the hips. Go for the feeling of that. You're not leaning more on either side. You're right there in the middle. 3-part breath. Inhale, fill the belly. Then fill up the chest. Briefly hold. Exhale, the chest descends and the belly draws in. The hips relax, jaws relax. Inhale into the belly. Then into the chest. Briefly hold. Exhale, draw the belly in. Relax the hips, relax the shoulders and jaws, the forehead. Each exhale breath, if you haven't noticed, is where we release more and more, deeper and deeper, letting go. Inhale to come out of that. So if your head is down, lift your head up, lift your torso up. Go ahead and roll over towards that left butt cheek now. And bring that right leg forward, coming into butterfly. So feet, soles of feet together. And a lot of people who do butterfly, they bring their heels way in towards their pelvis. Well, not in yoga. So push those heels out. Make a diamond shape in between the legs. Heels are, a little bit away from you. Lift the chest. You can interlace your fingers around the feet if you like. Press the knees down. One way to help press the knees down is to focus on your feet by pressing the outer edges of the feet together. So the soles of the feet kind of open up to the sky like a book, and you're pressing the outer edges of the feet together, and that presses the knees down naturally. Inhale, lift the chest. And this time, actually, I want you guys to release your feet. Bring your fingers just right here on the mat, on each side of the feet. Take an inhale, lift the chest, stick the butt out behind you. And as you exhale, I want you to walk your hands forward, squeeze the abs to press yourself down towards your feet. It doesn't matter how low you go, how low or high you are. Just use your core to press down. If you can't press down anymore, stay where you are. Drop the head. When you inhale, imagine that breath is stretching out the spine. So the top of the head is stretching towards the top of the mat as you inhale. And as you exhale, keep that length in the spine, squeeze the abs and press down. Press yourself towards your feet. Inhale, create length in the spine. So stick the butt out behind you. The top of the head draws to the top of the mat, towards the top of the mat. Exhale, keep that length and squeeze the abs, the lower abs to press down. Over time, you'll find yourself a little lower because you've got gravity working here, and you releasing plus the gravity is how it happens. Inhale and just roll up. Exhale and just roll back on down. Coming into Shavasana. Bring your knees with you towards the shoulders. Reach in between the legs. grab the outer edges of the feet or the ankles or the calves for happy baby. Just make sure your whole spine is on the back. Shoulder blades, spine, tailbone, all flat. Your whole back is on the mat. Did I say that right? Anyways, yeah. And all of that is flat on the mat. So from that point, you grab what you can reach. You don't lift your tailbone or lift your shoulders to reach your feet. If you can't reach your feet, it's fine. Check that ego. Then just grab the ankles. It doesn't matter. The weight of your arms is what's bringing your knees down. And you can rock from left to right because that feels so good around the spine at the end of a practice. Do that as long as you want. And then when you're ready, you can drop the, release the feet or the ankles, whatever you're holding on to. Straighten your legs out, coming into Shavasana. So I always give people a choice. You could take classic Shavasana, so that's palms up, feet splayed out to the sides. Or you can turn over onto your belly. This is crocodile pose. Onto the belly, tops of the feet on the mat. Stack your forearms and rest your forehead on tops of the hands. And for me, sometimes the crocodile feels so much better than Shavasana. It just depends on the day and how my back is feeling and what kind of flow I did. So make that choice. And I think today I like it right here in crocodile. Wherever you are, close the eyes. With the eyes closed, scan through the body and its position. Identify any areas that are not yet comfortable or relaxed. Attend to them. Give them permission to release and relax. Visualize a realm of peace and calm that surrounds the body. It can be made up of any element or substance. It can be any color. Experience this realm that surrounds the body fully charged with serenity and relaxation. Slowly and patiently, breathe in, drinking this elixir of serenity that surrounds you through every pore, feeling it spread through the body and layers of the mind. And as you breathe out, feel the body surrender into the peace and stillness of the elixir. With your next 3 breaths, repeat this patiently and slowly 3 more times, being patient to experience it fully. The whole body drinks in the serenity that surrounds you with inhale. On exhale, surrender into its magic, into its beauty, into its calming stillness. Become aware of your whole body lying in stillness, so peaceful and serene. Try to experience the expansive feeling of space within the peaceful stillness of the body. Experience the whole body as a spacious sensation of stillness. Let your awareness fill this space peacefully, without thought. Observe this space and observe the awareness that fills it. Absorb into the feeling of spaciousness. As you bring yourself back into your day, remember this feeling of spaciousness, this feeling of peace and stillness. Look for ways to integrate that feeling into your day by noticing throughout the day what you need to release and let go of so that you can continue to cultivate this feeling of spaciousness and stillness and peace in the mind and the body. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.